This week on Wisconsin Foodie.
We once heard from a friend that said, if your life's not complicated enough, get some goats.
I mean, we probably do things differently because we weren't, raised on a farm and taught how to do things probably correctly. So it's really just improvising and using, your imagination. All right, thanks for the massage, girls. You don't realize sometimes, what you're doing sometimes is so different from what's actually going on in the world.
I'm excited to break rind with you.
Should we try it?
Yeah, it's like dessert. Everybody knows the gift shops in the beautiful summer, but it's like it really disappears in the winter, and then for your kids to have a reason to stay and really reinvest.
Right. We actually brought them home. They had already left.
Just write a note. Yeah.
Please come home. We're going to start a brewery. Please come back.
It's a great beer.
Thank
this
you.
is one of the beers that I can drink more than maybe I
Yes.
normally would.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And there's more to come.
Wisconsin Foodie would like to thank the following underwriters for their support: Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin. Fab Wisconsin, the regional food and beverage industry cluster. Society Insurance, small details, big difference. Outpost Natural Foods Co-op. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Illing Company, creating packaging solutions for you. The Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin are proud to support Wisconsin Foodie, helping viewers celebrate our state's vibrant food culture. With nearly 11,000 family dairy farms, the Wisconsin dairy industry generates more than $26 billion annually for the Wisconsin economy and brings recognition to the state for producing award-winning cheeses.
The Milwaukee region has the highest concentration of jobs in food, beverage, and ingredients manufacturing in the nation. From production to processing, right down to our plates, our regional food industry offers career opportunities to fulfill your dreams and feed the world. Start and advance your career right here, with more than 500 employers making products and distributing, preparing, and serving our food. Are you hungry for more?
Less than a mile from the Door County farm where Jesse and Rachel Johnson raised their goats is the Door County Creamery, where they also make exquisite cheese. They're part of a new wave here in Door County. Residents that grew up here, went away, and came back. It's artisanal, it's craftspeople, it's a new way of thinking about this special place in the state.
Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Mwah.
Kyle, welcome to the creamery.
Hey, thanks. You look good in white.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I remember when it was just a dream.
Yeah,
So
studs
congrats to both of you.
Thank you.
And you were just a dream too.
and all. Yes, not even yet. Where's that go? I think it's go.
This is Stella. This is the queen. She's the queen of the barn. One of our original 10. She's also the only goat that's ever gotten loose, and we have no idea how. Shapeshifter, maybe?
Yes, we started with 10 3 years ago.
And everybody we met along the way, they're like, your learning curve's gonna grow really fast. These are all the girls, the baby girls from this year's kidding season. Yeah, not too big. They grow about 10 pounds a month. You can breed them at about 70 pounds or 7 months. So all these girls will actually be bred late fall, early winter, and then they'll be having babies with the moms next year, which always seems crazy because they're so much smaller. They really grow for about three to 4 years to get to their full capacity. But man, sometimes you think they have one baby in there, and next thing you know, they've got 3 coming out. We once heard from a friend that said, if your life's not complicated enough, get some goats. And then you get a lot of chaos.
And then some. Definitely.
I think one of the best times on the farm is the spring, when the kids come. And we come out here and we live in the farmhouse, and there's no TV, there's no internet. You've got NPR on all the time, and you're making fires and hand milking goats and delivering babies, and it's just this very grounded, back to nature experience. They'll nibble on anything. They'll nibble on your hair, your shirt, but they don't eat it. Everybody has this fallacy that goats eat anything, but they don't. They put a lot of things in their mouth, but they're actually really picky eaters. They don't like hay that's not good. And yeah, oh boy, here we go.
This one eat. Key is you gotta lure them over there so you can feed over here. And then you gotta go over here.
They still make me laugh every day.
All right, girls. Come on.
Already feed in there.
Come on. All the way up. All the way down. All the way down. Come on, Blackie. You know better. Good girl, monkey. Good girl. They're born that way. No. It takes about 2 months of chaos of training the new herd every year to come up and do that. So this is an udder wash. We spray them up real good. On Saturdays they get spa treatment, which is kind of like a mint udder cream. Sometimes you get some that are a little jumpy, but they usually grow through it. The third-year milkers give about a gallon a day. First-year milkers only about 3/4.
We have 2 types of goats. So we have Nubians, those are the ones with the long ears. And they have a really high butterfat content. And then we have La Manchas that typically give a little bit more milk. And so then we crossbreed them as well.
So the theory in breeding is a higher butterfat goat and then a little higher producer, and then you kind of mix those, you get a little higher production, but you still retain the butterfat for cheese making. You ready, girls? Ready to go eat some hay? Let's go. Good girl. Good girl, Blackie. Come on, Miney. Come on, Miney. Go outside. Come on. Come on.
This is how you ride a goat.
Ride that goat.
Ride a goat. Ride the goat. Ride the goat. Ride the goat.
She's bigger than you are now.
She's so much bigger than me now, though. Oh, you big girl, you.
Pre-chiller can in here. So I'll set up the milk filter. So anything that may have gotten through the line, the filter will catch kind of an initial screen. The morning after the second day, then we'll take this right to the creamery. And it'll go right in cheese production right after this. We got our ice wands. Quick dip in the sanitizer, and then directly into the milk. It's like old world meets new world. Exercise. Yeah, we play with them. I mean, who doesn't like playing with a goat?
It's important because then they get used to people being around.
Come on, girls. Back massage for Jessie. A little higher. Oh, there you go. All right. Thanks for the massage, girls.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, we were dumping, milk in the vat yesterday, Rachel and I, and it's like we get, a lot out of these animals. I mean, cheese, and Rachel makes soap, and then we make the gelato, and we do a lot of things from this creature. I mean, we probably do things differently because we weren't, raised on a farm and taught how to do things probably correctly. So it's really just improvising and using, your imagination and just to put fences together, to get the flow of the barn together, and just using practical, or not practical, but...
Well, the amazing thing about Jesse is he can do anything, and he won't, he'll always say, I can figure it out. I can figure it out. So if there's a problem, he'll engineer a solution or figure out how to do it, So I always kind of am a little bit more of the oh my God, what are we gonna do? And then we figure it out.
I mean, and the Wisconsin program for becoming a cheesemaker is, pretty rigorous in that, they're requiring, a lot of time to be spent with other cheesemakers before you, become a licensed cheesemaker. So the culture of, Wisconsin cheese is passed down from one cheesemaker to the next, and, you take pride in it. Everyone's interested. I mean, it's just so different, I guess. You don't realize sometimes, what you're doing sometimes is so different from what's actually going on in the world. Well, we just brought the milk in from this morning, and then we started some chevre from yesterday's milk.
Okay.
And so I have that ready to go.
And your chevre is unique because you go all European on it, right?
European on it, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to white up, we got some boots, hairnet. Come on in, you can look like me.
To the goat's milk.
All right.
Smells great in here.
Smell that, chef?
Yeah.
That's how you know it's ready.
Look at how it clings to that stainless. That is pure silken goodness right there. So it's really just time. That's all you were using here, Jesse, right?
Just time.
And a good stainless steel receptacle. So is it true you're sort of trial and error self-taught? Did you have a lot of burnt frozen pizzas before you got the good one, the great batch of cheese that you loved?
The milk's too valuable to throw out. I mean, you always come up with something. It may not be the exact thing that you wanted, but you always have cheese, and it's always been good. But it may not be exactly what you wanted.
You're hoping to do a chocolate bar, and you ended up with brownies.
Right.
Yeah.
That's okay. Everyone likes brownies too. This is the whey. So this is the moisture that's being released from the cheese. There's still some nutrients, proteins, and some, we were feeding back to our baby goats.
Right. I was going to say
supplements for the boys.
This completes a cycle for your animals.
Yeah. So I'm just checking the pH here, the whey, and then of the curd. pH is important for draining when it's hanging in the bags. If you have the wrong pH, you don't get quite the proper drainage, and you're going to have a drier curd or a wetter curd after so much time.
It's really key in how it ages, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think the way you and Rachel feed them, raise them on healthy stuff, that changes the milk and the pH that you get? They're just less stressed and...
Definitely the milk. I mean, we only feed them second crop, alfalfa hay mix. And you can taste it in the milk. I mean, it's the best of the best. Here we got our cheesecloth draining bag. Okay, and so we're gonna take just nice chunks skimmed off the top.
Let's see if I can get this right. I got basically nothing.
That's all right.
Why is it so important to just do this?
It's kind of like when you're cutting the curd for other types of cheeses, but when you have nice thin scoops,
you don't want to bust all those fats apart and
you're going
things
to be
like
able
that.
to drain it, right?
There's no way to hurry this, is there, my friend?
No, there is not. Then it wouldn't be what it is.
Yeah. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Now I can see on the curds that top level that we're trying to break off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now our bag's full, and we're gonna hang it, and then these will hang for about 18 hours or so.
Really, it's just like great milk and all time and process.
Right. I mean, it's a quite simple process when you think about it. There we go. So it's essentially just a belt buckle.
Yep.
We used to tie knots in them, and I finally came across someone who was doing it this way. It's like, oh, that's genius. So this is our raw milk goat cheese. They're all the same, except different ages.
So where are the adults?
The adult, there's one adult, two adults left, really.
With the
Right.
most, yeah.
So this one was made October 11th of 2013. So it's not that old, but these cheeses aren't made to be aged 10 years down the road.
Right.
You know, they're made to be enjoyed. I've tried it every month, you know, for the last 8 months, 9 months, and they all have different characteristics at every time of their life.
You can see the difference. This is a
Yeah.
young'un.
Yeah, so this was about 2 months after this one was.
Okay.
Right there. And then these right here, you can see
Oh.
I just made about 3 weeks ago.
These are the super babies.
Right. You can
Tadpoles.
still see the natural kind
Yeah.
of young rind. It hasn't even developed the rind yet.
Can I give them a good whiff?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a major something happening there. It's subtle, sweet, and then there's that little kind of bite at the end.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
type of cheese is this?
So we call it Faltum. It's made in a tome style, which is just kind of a washed curd, but it's a Door County Creamery original.
Do you make the cheese that you love and then people hopefully will buy it, or the cheese that people might buy and hopefully you love making it?
I love eating it, and therefore I make it.
Right
But no,
on.
I mean, we make cheese curds. You know, not necessarily the most exciting cheese, but they're good. I
Yeah.
mean, when they're good, they're good.
They're good. There's
And
no
so
in between.
If you're gonna make it, you gotta make it good.
All right, let's eat. Let's
All right,
taste.
let's try some
Yeah.
cheese.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to break rind with you. So what do we got here?
So here, this is the inside of the cheese you saw in the cave.
Yeah.
All right, Faltum. And that's this right here. If you want to just rip off a little and
Dude, I thought you'd
give
never
it a try.
ask.
So you can taste that fall pasture a little bit in it. That's kind of where the name came from eventually, because we were making it in the fall. And the goats are on a late season pasture, which is normally kind of a flowery, sweeter pasture at the time.
So you're a bit of an anomaly here in Door County because the chef training that you have, every winter you went to Europe and cooked in Michelin star restaurants, right?
Right.
But a lot of people your age and younger, once they're done with high school, they leave and they don't come back. Door County is an amazing place, but it doesn't hold a lot if you want to go out, spread your wings a little bit, make your
Right.
way in the world, right?
You got to go, you know, and experience it. But and I've been a lot of places, and there's a lot better places to be, but there's not a better place to live.
And I'm going to have a bite of this, head out over to the brewery, and dude, thanks for making such great cheese.
Thank you.
I'm going to take some with me, by the way.
Good.
When John McMahon moved up to Door County with his family 21 years ago, he had no idea he'd become this kind of part of the community. He brought his sons back and founded the Door County Brewery, and it was a way to be part of the new wave of what Door County is. His sons had moved away and they came back, they have jobs, they've employed a whole bunch of other people, and they're brewing great beer. It's part of the new wave, this story of Door County and how it's reinventing itself.
Kyle Cherrick, how are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I'm really good. Good to see you.
Look at, you're a grown-up brewery.
Yeah, a little bit of change since last time, huh?
Yeah, this is super legit.
Yeah, we finally got here.
Yeah, this
We're
is-
excited about it.
This is where the magic.
This is where the magic is. This is the brewing room. Everything you see here is from Wisconsin, so it's all local products. This is our 3-vessel system. It's a 10-barrel system. It's made from a company in Oconomowoc, which is manufactured in Marshfield. So this is where we're going to make our specialty one-off beers. Our sours program takes place down here as well. We've got 5 fermentation tanks, and we have 2 bright tanks, and we have this one special tank here, which is actually a topless tank used to make sours and lambics. So that's where the secrets are really going to be taking place right there.
And you've got some secret plans for this, which we will not speak of.
That's right.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah. And this is making my heart warm just to know that gallons of Polka King have been brewed in this room.
That's exactly right. The Polka King lives here.
Yeah.
So let me take you upstairs and show you what we've done. So this is the back bar.
You sure you trust me back here?
I will trust you only for a little while. All right, so these are our taps. So you notice there's no tap handles. So our servers have to memorize where everything is. So this is Polka King, Goat Parade, Little Sister, Beer to Sea, Coconut Milk Style.
It's a good quiz for you.
It is a great quiz for us. So they all memorize it. It's really good for our guests who come in and they order something, they see a bartender, turn around and just grab a tap handle and off they go. Pretty unique. And all these are our beers, our own beers, are made here. Most of them are made down in the basement where we just came up from. All right, this is the moment we've been waiting for.
And they all have a Door County story behind them.
They all have a Door County story. They're all a little bit subtle, but if you're local, you get the story right away.
And the whole story of your brewing, I mean, you basically started a brewery so your son would move back and have something to do.
We did. It's a family business now. Both of my sons work here. My oldest son, Danny, is the head brewer. My youngest son is the assistant brewer and manages the bar. My wife manages the retail. So it's really allowed us to bring the family back together. And it's also given more people full-time jobs in Door County that they wouldn't have before.
Right, because
that was our motivation.
Everybody knows the gift shops in the beautiful summer, but it's like it really disappears in the winter. And then for your kids to have a reason to stay and really reinvest.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and not just to stay. We actually brought them home. They had already left.
Just write a note.
Just write a note.
Yeah.
Please come home. We're going to start a brewery. Please come back.
And brew great beer. That's just, I mean, I knew I love it.
If you blindfolded yourself and you drink that beer, you know right away that's a porter.
Yeah.
And this is the Little Sister. This is a Belgian wit, a traditional style wit beer made with coriander and orange peel, rose hips, and then we have a little special spice that we put in that you'll taste on the back of your palate.
And named after Sister Bay?
Named after one of the islands in Sister Bay, the Sister Islands. This is the Little Sister, and we will someday come out, obviously, with a Big Sister beer.
True to form.
You can taste that traditional up front, the traditional Belgian wit, but on the back end, you get more of a floral taste.
The floral, the herb, the botanicals, that great coriander, and there's a rose hip up in my nose, but then the orange on my palate.
Right.
This is a sophisticated beer.
It is very sophisticated. It's a delicious summer, refreshing beer. This is the Pastoral. This is a traditional Saison farmhouse ale.
It's a great beer.
This
is one of the beers that I can drink more than maybe I normally would.
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's so drinkable.
I agree. And this, though, is my favorite. This is the Farmhouse Rye. And people ask us, why did we release 2 farmhouse ales at the same time? And what you'll find is they're 2 distinct flavors, but of the same style. And this just adds a little more robustness to it, a little more fullness to it. I like to drink that beer with a really good grilled cheese tomato sandwich. So we use a traditional rye grain, and we also use rye flakes in that beer.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. You're knocked off the palate right there. That's my new farmhouse.
Isn't that fantastic?
John, that is fantastic.
Yeah, and we're really proud of what our son has been able to accomplish.
Yeah.
And there's more to come.
Wisconsin Foodie would like to thank the following underwriters for their support: Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin. Fab Wisconsin, the regional food and beverage industry cluster. Society Insurance, small details, big difference. Outpost Natural Foods Co-op. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Illing Company, creating packaging solutions for you. the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. WMSE 91.7 FM, Frontier Radio. The Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin are proud to support Wisconsin Foodie, helping viewers celebrate our state's vibrant food culture. With nearly 11,000 family dairy farms, the Wisconsin dairy industry generates more than $26 billion annually for the Wisconsin economy and brings recognition to the state for producing award-winning cheeses.
The Milwaukee region has the highest concentration of jobs in food, beverage, and ingredients manufacturing in the nation. From production to processing, right down to our plates, our regional food industry offers career opportunities to fulfill your dreams and feed the world. Start and advance your career right here, with more than 500 employers making products and distributing, preparing, and serving our food. Are you hungry for more?
Go quicker, you're gonna lose them all. Come on.
Milk the goats, take them out to pasture during the day, walk them back, milk. Oh. Yeah. Fill the old butt rub. King of the
King of
mountain.
the mountain. I guess we should call it Queen of the Mountain. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
You gotta show him who's boss sometimes.
Challenge.
Queen.